Well, Osmo Pocket 2, I've been saying how much I really like it, but so there are some things that I actually don't like about Pocket 2.
Before we start, since many of you guys were asking, I just want to mention that Osmo Pocket filters work fine with Pocket 2. And also Pocket 2's wide angle lens works very well with Osmo Pocket 1. And here is the result. It gets slightly wider. But now let's get back to this video.
Well, I've counted. There are 7 things that are annoying about this camera. Why? Well, because I pay $500 for Creator Combo set, and that's not cheap. That's a very expensive camera for some small action camera for vlogging. So my expectation for it is high. So I'm actually making this video maybe as a complaint session, maybe. So maybe DJI engineer can listen to a small YouTuber and then make an improvement in the next batch of manufacturing, or, you know, Pocket 3 for the good of all. So let's start complaining right away. Actually, what is my favorite function of Pocket 2 or Pocket series? It's of course the motion time-lapse. But where is 4K? Pikachu? You guys can make 64 megapixel photo, but not yet 4K motion time-lapse video. I am disappointed. However, maybe just like Navigator 2, you guys can come up, you guys can add 4K time-lapse video in the next batch of firmware update. I'm waiting. And now onto the second little complaint. The do-it-all handle, it's not coming off. It's really hard to actually take it off. Actually, I've discovered that if you want to actually take off the do-it-all handle easily, you can actually use the case. So do it while it's inside the case. I did it before, but it did work. Oh, okay, it works. So with the case, it works. So maybe it's just half a complaint. And now on to the third complaint, and it's actually about the camera features. Well, some of the brilliant features such as 4K 60 frames per second, that doesn't have the face tracking. In slow-mo, it doesn't have zoom, and 4K 60 frames per second, it doesn't have that high quality video, whatever that meant. I haven't actually figured out the much difference between high quality and not so high quality.
And glamour effect is only available at 1080p.
And also the zoom feature, 4K only enjoys 2 times zoom. However, 1080p, it enjoys the 4 times zoom. You know, once you are so used to seeing the 4K resolution, you don't want to go back. You really don't want to go back. So my complaint is, why can't all the resolution, all the frame rate, why can't it enjoy, not all, but at least most of the interesting features there are? So hopefully that can be addressed in the firmware update, maybe. Okay, 3 minor complaints, very quick. So the place where you put the wide angle lens, it is magnet, but it's rather weak. So just be careful. It might, you know, sort of fall off if you're not very careful. And if you put back in the Pocket 2 into the case, then I don't really know why the power button is here. I can see position wise, it is actually convenient. However, because it's actually sitting outside a case, and you know, if you want to actually take out the do-it-all handle and so on, it actually comes a little bit inconvenient. It turns on the device quite often, more than I would like. And lastly, the dead kitten on the mic. Okay, it actually latches on by sort of magnetic. It's not that strong. So I'm a little bit scared I might lose it. You know, I might have it on and, you know, run around and then actually just lose it. Actually, I even lost this Rode Wireless Go for like a minute here because I was running around. So this one is not terribly strong. So either they can strengthen the magnet, or maybe it can be a little bit like have the latch. I'm not sure. So I'm actually going to put this back in the box because I don't want to lose it. All right, so you are still riding with me. I'm really curious as to how the mic sounds like here. I'm trying to talk a little bit loud out of my mask, which is a little bit weird, but the microphone is here. So wonder if you can actually pick out my voice. There's like loud like construction or something going on as well. And many of you guys have been asking me about the YouTube live stream. I tried doing this through Mimo app, however, I actually failed. I'm not sure, but that could be my problem, not the device, not the app problem. So I'm actually asking the DJI customer support for some help and advice. They haven't got back to me as yet, but I'll keep you guys posted on that. So those are my complaints, but I think some of them can be addressed in the firmware update, some of them can be addressed in the manufacturing process, and I actually overall really like Pocket 2. So if I go out on a little trip, then I'll maximize using it and give you guys some tips on how to actually maximize using Pocket 2. So please don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and see you!